Because the obvious question still stands, and it's the one that carries forward throughout all of this. How many seizures do you do before the other side decides that retaliation is now cheaper than submission? If Russia accepts a US-UK enabled seizure of a tanker operating under its flag as a precedent, as is alleged, it is implicitly accepting that the US can decide in practice whose trade is lawful on the high seas. Russia does not have to fire first to retaliate either. Retaliation can come in all sorts of forms these days. They can be asymmetric, they can be deniable, they can be delayed. And that uncertainty is the whole problem as well. Insurance markets don't like that. The shipping insurance markets, they'll hate that. Port access, submarine deployment, cyber disruptions to maritime tracking and logistics. Cyber warfare is the next frontier, we keep getting told. Harassment of Western commercial shipping in other places. That requires a formal declaration. It just requires Russia to decide that the cost needs to be felt somewhere else. And the Venezuela piece is combustible precisely because it invites moral language that governments then weaponize. A blockade that chokes a state's primary exports not perceived by that state or its allies as a technical regulatory matter. It's perceived as economic warfare, which it is. When the US also claims entitlement to control proceeds or frames the operation as a campaign to straighten out the country, it reads as neo-colonial administration by force. White supremacy all the way. Even if you strip out every rhetorical flourish, the baseline remains a great power is using maritime force to impose political outcomes on a resource state and daring third parties to accept the new normal. And that's where the withdrawal from those 66 organisations bites again.